Hi everyone, we're looking at our predator-prey populations assignment. The unit and assignment number might be different than what's on my paper. Don't worry about that. But we're going to focus on predator-prey relationships and populations. A couple of things about predator-prey populations. What we're going to look at specifically are going to be the number of mice that are caught by coyote and how this affects the mice population and the coyote population for 20 generations. So this is your actual assignment that you're going to be filling in. But I'm going to show you the other page that I have here too, which are the instructions for how we're going to do this. So in class, this is what we're doing here, but these are the instructions for what we're doing and how we're doing it. The mice population, it says to always start with at least 10 mice. So I'm going to kind of put this paper plate here too. Our mice are going to be represented by these beans. Okay, so we've got 10 beans here, so 10 mice. Just, I plopped them on here, spread them out a little bit so you can see that there are 10. We always want to start with 10 mice, and we're just going to say that there's always just 10 mice available in this scenario because there are the resources for there to be at least 10 mice in this ecosystem. We're going to allow our mice to reproduce under certain circumstances, but we also have to introduce our coyote as well. If at the end of our reproductive generation, because remember we're doing this for 20 generations, if at the end of our generation we have less than 10 mice, we will make sure to add more so that we are starting with at least 10 for each generation. So we're going to just start with at least 10 because we know there are resources for at least 10. Excuse me. Excuse me. But we cannot exceed a population of 100 total mice. Mice that do survive are able to reproduce, and when they reproduce, we're just going to say that they double in population size. If that ends up making them go above 100, then we're only going to keep 100 of those mice because we're going to say that 100 is our carrying capacity. So our ecosystem allows us to have at least 10 mice. There are enough resources for 10 mice, but not enough resources to go over 100 mice. For the coyote, we start with at least one coyote. Our coyote is a spoon. And we start with one. If no coyote survives at the end of a generation in order to be able to reproduce, then we're just going to go ahead and add one in. So if this coyote doesn't get enough mice to eat at the end of his generation, then he can't reproduce. He's going to die out. But we will say that maybe it's like a migratory area where coyotes are just going to migrate in from other areas, nearby areas. So we'll always start each generation with a new coyote. Maybe it, again, just came in from a different area. When the coyote hunts in each generation, we're going to take one swipe with a spoon across the plate. It has to be straight across. So I can't go like zigzag, zigzag to try to scoop all of the mice up. I have to do one straight swipe with the spoon. And that's how we've determined how our coyote hunted and how successful it was. Coyote are only going to survive if they successfully capture 5 mice. So in my hunt, in my swoop, if I capture 5 mice, if I'm able to get 5 beans, then my coyote survives. It will reproduce and double in size, and then I will get a second coyote. If not, well, then we will not get to have any more. So here's how this works. This data table can be a little bit confusing if you don't know what you're doing, but this is just sample data. So we're not using this when we do our real assignment. This is just to demonstrate how to do the assignment. So we're going to start with our 10 mice. That's this number right here, the 10 here. We have our 10. We're starting with one coyote. That's this number right here. Let's say that in my hunt of going straight across and swooping, I'm only able to get, I'm gonna hold the plate with one hand, that's hard to do. But let's say I'm only able to get 3 mice. So the number of mice caught was 3, which means there were 7 mice that survived But because my coyote did not get at least 5, I have 0 coyote surviving. So in this first generation, here's what I started with. Here's what we ended with. We're going to take this information and we're going to double our mice, because our mice were able to repopulate to double. They're always going to double. So this 7 doubles to 14, and that's how many we start the next generation with. And then my coyote, I didn't have any survive, but I know I'm always going to start with at least 1 because 1 moves in. So this 14 came from the 7 surviving mice doubling in population. They reproduced. So they doubled to 14. And then the 1 coyote, because we always start with 1 coyote. So that being said, I have 7. Well, I put the 3 back on. So I have 3 beans that were mice that were eaten. I would have 7 left. And what I would need to do is, in my cup of beans, I would add 7 more to get 14. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I've got my 14 mice for my coyote to hunt. I'm allowed to do 1 straight across swoop. If I want it to go that way, I can do that. So now we're gonna go hunting again, and let's say that in this hunt and my straight across swoop, I'm only able to get 4 mice this time. Well, I need 5 for my coyote to reproduce. It was not successful, so my coyote dies, but I'm left with 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, 11. I had an extra one in there. 10 different mice that survived. So I would say that 4 mice were caught, 10 survived, no coyotes survived because they didn't get 5. My 10 mice that survived are going to reproduce and double and become 20, and then I'll start with 1 coyote that just kind of moved in from somewhere else. So now I need to start with 20 beans or mice on my plate. That's 10, there's 14, there's 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, now we go hunting again. And in this sample data, we're starting with our 20 mice. We have 1 coyote, and we're gonna say that, oh, our coyote was successful this time and got 6. 6 of these were, I'm just showing you for the effect here. So 6 of these mice were caught. Now it survives because it caught at least 5. So we would put 6 here that were caught. That leaves us with 14 and 1 surviving coyote finally. Our numbers are going to double again. So the number of 14 surviving mice doubles to 28 for the next generation, and then the number of surviving coyote doubles to 2 for the next generation. Here comes the tricky part. So now I got to start with 28. Here's 20, and I'm going to add 8 more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's our 8 that we're starting the next generation, 28 with. In this next generation, now we have 2 different coyotes that are going to be going hunting. So each one gets to go hunt and try to capture mice. So I've got 2 different spoons. You can get away with 1 spoon. I'm going to use 2 just so you guys can see what's left in each spoon. Our first coyote goes hunting, and let's say it catches 8. I know, I'm cheating, but I have to cheat to show you how it's demonstrated on the paper here. So here's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mice were caught by my first coyote. My second coyote comes in. These guys are caught, so he can't go back and recapture them. I'm not going to dump them back on my plate. I'm just going to set them aside over here. Maybe I put them right here so we can see that we're not taking anything or doing anything funky with it. Okay. The next one comes in and he goes hunting, and he only gets 4 in his straight across swoop. So what I would do is my first coyote caught 8, and I would write the 8. You're going to be writing some small numbers here. I'd write the 8 for the first one, 4 for the second one. That means that the number of total surviving mice out of 28, we took 12 away from 28, so that leaves us with 16. That's how many are left on the plate if we count them, not counting the spoons. So we have 16 surviving mice. They're going to double to 32 for the next generation, which is what we've done here. But how many coyotes survived? Well, the one that got 8 definitely gets to survive, but the one that only got 4 does not survive. So this coyote is gone and does not get to reproduce. But this coyote survived and he will get to reproduce. So even though only one survived, I will get to start the next generation with 2 coyote because one of them survived and was able to reproduce. All right, so now there's my 28 beans. I would start with 32. There's 4 more to make 32. And I have my 2 coyote. And I would swipe across, record how many, take my other one, because this one would already have stuff in it, swipe across, count how many, record, and then double. So we're gonna keep doing that. I just wanted to show you that's what we're doing. That's how we do this. That's not what we're going to start with though for this assignment, but now you know how to do it. Okay, so we gotta start with 10. Let's count to make sure that we've got 10 on the plate here. 10 mice and 1 coyote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we've got 10 mice, 1 coyote only, and we are initially starting this lab, generation number 1. 10 and 1. That's kind of hard to do with the plate in the way. 10 and 1. Okay, let's go hunting. So here's my coyote, 1 straight across swoop. Oop, I only got 3. So we captured 3 mice, which means that there are 7 remaining on the plate. Those 7 will double in population and will now become 14. But my coyote did not get at least 5, so he's gone. All right, there's the first one. Let's see here. Now we need 14 on the plate, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put those 3 back to make it easier. So there's 10. Let's add 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they'll go back on the plate. I'm gonna start with only 1 coyote because he didn't survive, so another one moved in, gets to hunt these mice. We're gonna do 1 straight across swipe. Oh, we're gonna count that one because that moved when I was trying to bounce it back on the spoon. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 were captured out of 14. So that leaves us with 14 minus 5. And then I got 5. My coyote survives. My surviving mice double in population, and my surviving coyote doubles in population. So now I need a total of 18 beans. I'm gonna add 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the mix. And I get to add a second coyote. So we're going to 1 swipe across. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 with this coyote. And let's do 1 swipe across with this one. Ooh, only 4, so this one does not survive. So we got 6 for the first one, 4 for the second one. That's a total of 10 that were captured out of 18, leaving us with 8. One of the coyotes survive, so he's going to double in population. The other one does not. And our 8 surviving mice are going to double in population to be 16. So now I'm going to take 2 away. We didn't get to repopulate as many. Too many of them got caught. So we started with 18. Now we need to start with 16. I just returned all the mice back, but we're going to remove 2 of them to go to 16. Okay, 1 coyote hunting. Go ahead and swipe across. Ooh, this one got quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mice this time were caught. My coyote is getting very good at catching them. So 8 for the first one. And then my second coyote, I forgot we had 2 because this surviving one down here doubled in population size because he survived. So he gets to go hunting too. So the second one, here's my first one with my 8. My second one is gonna go hunt. Oops, only got 3. So this one does not get to survive and reproduce. So 8 and 3, that's a total of 11 mice that were captured out of 16 to begin with, which means only 5 of them survived. Aw, and only 1 of our coyotes survives. That 1 doubles in population, so I'll start with 2, and our 5 double in population to start with 10. So now I'm back down to 10. Wow. So here's our 5 remaining. I'm going to add 3, that's 8, and we'll just add 2 more. 1, 2. All right, now, ooh, not a lot of food going on here, huh? All right, 1 scoop across to try to get as many mice as I can get. I'm going to go this direction this time because my coyote's getting smart about hunting. Oh, got smart, but only got 4. So we'll let the other one come in. Uh-oh, that's going to be kind of tricky because they're kind of bunched up, almost like they're hiding in their habitat. So let's do 1 swoop this way and see if we can get 3 of those mice out. Nope, only got 2. So my coyote, none of them survive because neither of them got 5 mice. I did catch 4 in the first with the first coyote, and then 2 in the second one, or with the second one, I should say. That's a total of 6 out of 10. That left us with 4 surviving mice. Those 4 get to survive and reproduce and give us a starting total of 8. But when that happens, remember, here is the scenario. If we end with 8, we got to add 2 more because we know that there's enough resources for 10 minimum. And maybe 2 just kind of came over from the next community because they saw, wow, all those resources that are being unused because all these mice keep getting captured. So here is 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 more. Oops, the lights just went out. I got to move. Hold on. There we go. That happens on occasion, just staying in one spot here to record these notes or this lab. So I'm adding 6 more. That puts me at a total of 10. So I will start with 10, even though that really would have been 8, but we start with 10 minimum. And I didn't have any coyotes survive, but I know I have to start with at least 1. So it's kind of like we're starting back at the beginning almost, isn't it? All right, let's go hunting. We've got 1 coyote. He's hungry. He's going to go hunt. Oh, man, he only got 3 this time. So he's not going to survive with his 3 that he got. That left us with 7 again. Oh, I'm not making this up, you guys. You're watching this. That's crazy. It's the same that we started with. Nothing survived. These 7 get to double in population size. So we start with 14. And we always start with 1 coyote because we're just going to assume 1 moved in from another area. There's my 10 beans that I started with. Here's 4 more that we're adding to make it 14. And my 1 coyote is going to go hunting. I'm going to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, we got 5. 5 beans this time. Our coyote survives. So we caught 5 out of 14. That means that we have 9. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. 9 that survived. My coyote does survive this time because he caught enough. The 9 that survived, the 9 mice that survived are going to double in population size to become 18. Oh my gosh. And then the 1 coyote is going to double to become 2. Isn't that crazy, you guys? Let's see if this pattern holds up. All right, we're going to return those 5. So now we're back to our 14. We need to add 4 more to get to 18. There's 4 more. Dumping them in. I'm sorry, excuse me. Okay, our coyote is going to go hunting. We have 2 of them now. 2 coyotes hunting. Let's go hunting. Let's go get 1. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So coyote number 1 gets 5. Oh, that pattern broke. And coyote number 2 is going to go hunting now. I'm going to see if I can't scoop enough for him to survive this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5. They both survive. Ooh. Ooh, let's see what happens here. So if they both survive, interesting. So 2 of them survive. We had 5 captured from the first one, 5 captured from the second one. That's a total of 10 out of 18 that were captured, leaving us with 8. Now we're back down to 16 mice. And now we have 4 coyote. 4 coyote. Okay, well, we have 4, so let's see what we do next. We're going to start with 16. I'm going to just dump those back on the plate here and take 2 of them away. So now we're at 16. Let's check our rules. Let's make sure we can start with more than 2 coyote. Yep, if a coyote captures 6 mice, it survives, produces 1 offspring. We'll start with 2. We didn't have anything with 4 in our example, but we got 4. So this might be a little tricky. We got to grab one more spoon. We got to grab another coyote. And by the magical powers of technology, our 4th coyote is born. And we have 4. And they're going to hunt. Now this could get a little crazy. So we're starting with 4. Let's see what happens here. Okay, here's 3 of our coyote hanging out. Here's our first one going hunting. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 16. It just didn't look like 16. Okay, let's hunt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, this one got 6. Okay. So we're going to very carefully record 6. The next one is going to go hunt. And I got 3. Uh-oh. 6, 3. The next one is going to hunt. Let's see if we can get him to be successful. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So, whoop. That one is 5. Oh no, we're losing our dead mice here. Let's just throw them back in the coyote's belly there. Uh-oh, we got 2 left here. And 1 coyote, let's see. Oh, I couldn't even get 2 of them. I got 1. So 1 last mouse was captured. So we captured all but 1 for a total of 1 surviving mouse. Mice. Okay, so 6, 3, 5, and then we're gonna say over here, this is our 4th one. Now we gotta start with, well, gosh, let's see, who survived? These 2 did not get enough to survive, so these 2 are out. We're gonna just add their mice back into the mix for the next generation. But these 2 did, so they both survive, meaning I have to start with 4 again. Oh my goodness gracious. But we only had 1 mouse, and now it's got a double in population, which means it would be 2, but we can't start with less than 10, so we're gonna put back 10. And see what 4 mice do with 10, or what 4 coyotes do with 10 mice. There's 5, there's 5, that's a total of 10. They don't generally clump together, so we'll move them around a little bit. Okay, ready, set, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hunt. I got 3. Uh-oh. I got 3. Let's see how I can do this. I got 3. Last one. I got 1. Okay, so we killed all of them. We got them all, captured them all. All of our coyote are eating, but not a single one of them got 5. They don't survive. So we have 3, 3, 3, and 1. I'm gonna put all 10 of our mice back. They were all captured, and then we're gonna go ahead and add our data. So 3, 3, 3, 1, 0 surviving. That can't double. We're just going to start with 10. And none of our coyotes survive. So we're back to 10 and 1 like at the beginning. Okay, generation 11. Let's see where we go with this. Let's go ahead and get 1 hunt in. And I only got 3. 3 is a popular number for that first one. So we only captured 3. We were left with 7, not enough for our coyote. So that's going to be 0. The 7 mice remaining are going to double in population and turn into 14. My coyote doesn't survive, but another one moves in from another area. So let's start with 14. There's 10 plus 4 more and my 1 coyote. And we're hunting. Ooh, I only got 4. So again, we're not surviving. Only 4 caught, 10 remain. That's gonna double to 20 for the next generation. But 4 means coyote doesn't survive. Another one has to move in from another area. And I need to add 6 more beans. 1, oh, that might be too many. Yep, 1 too many there. There's 6 more that we're gonna add to the mix. And we can go hunt. Ready, set, go. Oh no, 4. Well, I guess we don't survive still. Only caught 4 out of 20, so that leaves us with 16. No surviving coyote. Another coyote has to move in from another area. These 16 mice that survived are super happy. They're gonna double and become 32. Oh no, and I just threw those beans somewhere else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so we gotta add 16 more. There's 5. That's 10. That's 15. And then 1 more. Let's count to make sure. 32. Okay. We're still only starting with 1 of our coyote though. So he gets to hunt. Ready, set, go. Yay, he survives. 2, 4, 6 of them caught. Out of 32. That's not too bad. So that leaves us with 26. Ooh, that's a lot. But he survived. So he's going to double in population, or she. I don't know. I'm just saying he. I don't know. The 26 doubles in population. So 26 times 2 is 52. That's a lot. We got to count out 20 more. 20 more beans to add to the mix. Here's 5. There's 10, 15, and 20. Okay, we've got 52 mice here, and we have 2 coyote. I know I've been saying coyote this whole time. Coyote, coyote. You can call them what you want. It's okay. We don't judge for that. All right, ready? Let's go hunting. Oh, this one was a good hunt. What did we get? Oh my gosh, let's move them around so you can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Ooh, that's a hungry coyote. Okay, then we're gonna go hunt again. Let's go. There's a lot this way. Let's go swipe that way. Ooh, that's also a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow, those are some hungry animals. So 9 and 11, that gives us 20 that were captured, which means out of 52, 32 remained. That's gonna double to 64 mice. 2 coyote lived and reproduced and doubled to 4. So now I need to add 12 more. I'm gonna put those back. We'll add 12 more beans. There's 5. There's 10. And here's 2 more. Okay, now we have 64 that we're starting with for coyote that are all very eager to go hunting. Let's go hunting. Oh boy, what did we get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 again. So our first one got 11. Let's hunt again. Oh my gosh, that's a lot too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 that time. Oh boy. All right, let's hunt again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let me start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I've already forgotten how many I've counted. So if you're recording, great, but I'll have to recount again for our data table. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Wow. Okay. So our fourth one got 12. Oh my gosh, they're all surviving. Uh-oh, we got a problem here. Okay, we got 12 there. What did we say here? 3, 6, 9, 10 for our third one. How many were in this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 again. And I think this one was 11. Yep. Oh, they all survive. 4 survive. We're going to start with 8. Okay, I only grabbed 4 spoons, so we're going to double up. We'll show you what we're going to do for that. We're going to get really, really creative with our writing, too. Okay, so that was a total of 10, 20, 30, 45 that were caught. 45. So 64 minus 45 gives us, it's late in the day, you guys. I'm going to cheat and use my calculator. 64 minus 45, 19. Okay, that's what I was going to say, but if I'm wrong, whew. All right, we're left with 19. Though you get to double, though, so 38. See, I can multiply. I just can't subtract right now. 38. Golly gee. I'm just going to go ahead and start dumping those back in. We'll see where we're at with what we have on the plate. And then we've got to start with 8 coyote. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29, 34. That would be 39, but I don't want 39. I want 38. Okay, 38. And I need 8. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go hunt with 1 spoon. We're going to drop off our mice over here and pretend it's a completely different spoon. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're going to drop off our 6 beans up here. And we caught 6. Okay, the next one goes hunting and gets 7. So number 2 gets 7. I can drop them off up there. Okay, number 3. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them. That's a lot. 6, 7, 9. Okay. Our 4th one goes hunting. It only gets 4. So I'm just going to start a new column. Top to bottom, left to right. So 4. We got to do this 4 more times. Ooh, that one got 5, so that one's going to survive. 5. Oh my gosh. I got 1. 1. 6, 7, 9, 4, 5, 1. I got 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 1 more to hunt with 3 mice left. Let's see if we can get 2 of them. Oh, I got 2. Oh boy. So we're left with 1 surviving mouse. He's going to double in size, in population, I should say, not size, but in population. And when he doubles in population, that only brings us to 2, but we have to start with 10. So we're going to start with 10. Let's see, how many of them got over 5? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Uh-oh. Which means we're starting with 8 again. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see what we can figure out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. There's our 10 that we're going to start with for this round. It's a little bit crazy, isn't it? And we go with 4. Here's 3. Oh, wait, not 4, 8. Oh my gosh, 3. 3 more. 1. Let's see if I can get it. Nope. 1. Next one. 1. Uh-oh. And the last little mouse left. Let's see if we can capture it. Yep, we did. So we got 3, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. None of the mice survived, but we know that we can start with 10 because there's, a lot of mice everywhere. They'll move in. None of our coyotes survived. Just wasn't enough food for them. But we know we'll start with 1 because 1's going to move in from another area. So I can start with all 10 of those mice again. And one of my coyote. Oh, we're on our last generation. Okay, ready, set, hunt. And we got 3 again. So our last, not our last generation. We got to do 1 more. So we caught 3. 7 survived. They'll double to 14. The coyote did not, but a new one will move in. And let's go ahead and add 4 more mice to our area to get to 14. And we hunt. Oh, that was a bad hunt. I got 1. One of them emigrated out. Okay, we got 1 that we captured. There were 13 that survived and no coyote. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so we're done. Now what you're gonna do, this is a pretty long lab assignment, but this is why we do it over 2 days. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take all of this data, you are going to put it into a graph. So figure 1, the number of mice and number of coyotes surviving for 20 generations, which means mice and coyote surviving for 20 generations. You're using the gray boxes, hint, hint, we put it in gray for a reason, to create this graph here. And then on the back, you will answer these questions based on your graph of your data. And that's what we have. Okay, if you have questions, make sure you ask your teacher. Otherwise, have a great day.